Hi, everyone. My name is Sreshtha Tewari. I am a woman in leadership, emotional intelligence coach. This is my Life and Understanding podcast. And today we are talking about 7 things that you can do if you feel unhappy. Hi again, everyone. Welcome. So, unhappiness is something that is common to everyone. If you are a human and you have never felt unhappy, something has to be wrong. Unhappiness, that feeling, is actually a way of letting our bodies know, ourselves know, that we are not where we should be. We are on the wrong path. It's almost like brakes. Hold up, something is wrong. Let's figure out what it is. So, the first thing I want you to know about being unhappy is that one, it is normal, and two, that it is really like a magic message for some higher being, higher purpose to tell you, hold on, something is wrong. Let's get you back on the correct track. So, what I want you to do with this unhappiness, first of all, is honor it. Honor what you are feeling. Honor what you are going through. There is some intelligence behind it. This emotion is the universe's way of telling you that you can be on a different path and trying to steer you towards that path, making you feel unhappy. So honor the unhappiness that you are feeling. Don't blame it. Don't shame it. Don't make it wrong. Try to figure out what it is that this unhappiness is trying to tell you. So the second thing that you can do is interview this feeling. And it's best to interview this feeling without shaming or blaming yourself, right? You can just think of it as take it out of your body, put it on your hand, and start to ask, why am I feeling like this? What are you trying to teach me? Is there something I should know? Is there something different I should be doing? Try to work through those things, asking yourself, what are the different things you can be doing to change this feeling? Through this interviewing, you may get an idea in respect of what you actually can do in order to change your life path so that you don't feel this way. Also important is allowing yourself to process what you are feeling. So again, we are told not to cry, not to feel bad, not to lock yourself in the room, not to go into recluse. We are told a lot of things about how to process our emotions. None of them are valid. If it is you are unhappy, a way of processing that unhappiness is to allow yourself to cry. And I know that may seem trivial. And even if you're a guy watching this, it is okay to cry. The more we suppress our feelings, is the more that bitter anger, jealousy, resentment is going to reside in your body. So allow yourself, if it is in crying or whatever it is you do in order to process that emotion in your body, it may be meditation, it may be yoga, it may be different things. Allow yourself to do that and don't feel ashamed for doing it or needing the time or space to do it. That time is yours as a human to process. If you weren't processing the things you are going through, there would be no growth. So allow yourself and give yourself permission, time, space to process what you are going through. Another thing you need to ask yourself is, who are you surrounding yourself with that is driving this unhappiness? So a lot of times we feel unhappiness also comes for that feeling of lower self-esteem, low self-worth. The people we surround ourselves with contribute to this. If you are surrounded by persons who are constantly putting you down, constantly telling you that you are no good, constantly questioning the things that you want to do that you think would make you better, then you are going to feel stuck and almost stifled in what you really want to do. And that would lead to you being unhappy. So it is very important to ask yourself, who you're surrounding yourself with, and then start to build boundaries around those people. So if this is like a mother figure or a father figure who is contributing to your unhappiness, You may look at things like not seeing them as often as before, or just talking to them less than before, whatever was your frequency, dropping that frequency, reducing that frequency, and building boundaries so that you protect your own space. If it is friends, then again, you may have to see them less. If they call you, you may have to say, first of all, you don't even have to answer the phone if it is you don't have time or space to talk to them, but you have to respect the relationship. So even letting them know you can't speak to them now, you'll call back later, or if you can't take the call, then putting a boundary up front, saying, okay, I have 10 minutes to speak to you. What do you want to chat about? How do you want me to hold space for you? This will help you to build the boundaries necessary in order to reduce those people being in your energy in your life. Because once you keep surrounding yourself with those people, what happens is you are also, without knowing it, convincing yourself of what they are telling you. So in order to come out of the happiness, you do have to draw some boundaries around the people around you who are contributing to your unhappiness. And it could even mean living by yourself, which for me is total mental freedom. So you would know and explore who are the persons influencing this, contributing this, or even it may even be a situation or a work situation. If it is related to your work, then you may know you may have to leave that job or that role or that company, and that is okay, because nothing is more important than your own personal space and peace. And if it is a difficult situation where, like particularly with a family member, where you have to see this person for whatever reason, before you go into that situation, what you can do is affirm. Let's just say my mother's insecurities, her words that hurt me, have nothing to do with me. They speak to her insecurities. I am true to who I am. I am of value. I am filled with purpose, and I don't need her validation. So there are things that you can do, especially for those people who you have no choice but to interact with on some occasion, to put up a boundary so you aren't impacted by anything that they may tell you or spew at you. And also remember that these persons who may be hurting you, they actually are wounded themselves. So they may not know how badly or deeply they are hurting you. They are actually acting out of fear that whatever you are doing may not be the best for you, or it may be fear for themselves. They are not comfortable with it, and they don't understand that you are a separate, unique human being with your own journey, with your own experiences, with the own growth that you need to go through. And they don't understand how to give you permission to do that. They may know no other way. And I'm not making an excuse, but I'm just trying to help you to understand that this, whatever it is persons are telling you, doesn't have anything to do with you and your magnificence. It has a lot to do with their own wounds. How it relates to you is the fact that if you are taking it in, it means that there is some reflection that is required, because then you're accepting what they're saying as opposed to saying, no, that is not me and I am not taking you on. I mean, you're not going to verbalize it, but that is what would go on in your head if you knew your worth. So just know that whatever is going on with other people and they're spewing things that you really has nothing to do with you. However, if you are taking it in, it also means that you as a person still have to go through your journey to understand what magical message this is really telling you and what you can do in order to grow through and get to the point where whatever they are telling you is not going to affect you. It is also important, as we're talking about saying things before you go into these situations, to write down all the things you think about yourself that make you unworthy. Write down all of those things. And when you're finished writing them down, change them into a positive statement. So for example, if your statement was, I don't deserve peace, then you're going to change that to, I am peaceful. And when you write the statement, it has to be in the present tense and it has to be positive, right? So you're not going to write, I am not going to let anybody invade my peace. You're not going to say it like that. You're going to say, I am peaceful, or I surround myself with peaceful people, right? And for everything that you wrote down that you don't like about yourself, write a statement contradictory to that, that affirms who you are. And then, this may be fun, take a pen and scratch out all the bad ones. Don't put a line through it, scratch it out. You are erasing it from your being. Okay, and if you can, all those statements that you wrote out, put it by your mirror, put it somewhere where you're going to see it in the morning and in the evening, and say it to yourself. Do that for a week and let me know how you feel. Some people get epiphanies in between, and some people just feel better doing it. But what you are doing there is you are rewiring your brain. You are helping yourself to know and understand your magnificence as opposed to looking at your wounded parts. So do that exercise and let me know how it goes if you do it. The other thing you can do is to surround yourself or build a support system around yourself. So seek out persons who want to do the things that you do, who affirm who you are, who lift you up, and surround yourself with those people, because those are the people who are going to help you grow into what you want, who are going to help you achieve all the things that you want, achieve all those crazy, ridiculous dreams that you think are ridiculous, but they are not, because any dream can happen. Surround yourselves with those persons who affirm and believe in you, and you will definitely find a difference in how you feel. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is look at what you do, try to track what you do when you feel unhappy. Now, social media or media in general pushes certain things at you that you are inclined to because they're taking up your headspace, your mind space. So you are inclined to do these things when you feel unhappy. And it's not that I'm saying not to do it at all, but you also have to understand that these things are temporary and may not give you the long-term change and success in life that you are looking for. So when we are not happy, what is it okay to do? It is okay to call a friend and vent. Yes, definitely make sure you have a venting partner. Some people go for drinks. I don't drink. Or you may ask a friend to go to dinner with you. You may go to the movies. You may invest in a vacation. But all of those things, be it good and needed, are temporary. So it is like a lot of times I have gone on vacation in work, and the Monday morning, I am back to where I was before I went on that vacation. It even happens over a weekend. The Monday morning feels like dread. If that is your feeling, then that is a clear sign that what are you investing in terms of dealing with your unhappiness, the things that you're investing. And even if you're not investing money, remember when you invest time, that is also currency. So calling on your friend, both of you are investing time. Calling your friend and talking, that is an investment. That is your time. Going to movies, that is money and time invested. Taking a vacation, money and time invested. So all of these things do help, but the best way to deal with unhappiness, depending on how chronic it is, I mean, if you are at the point of depression, then it is really best to talk to a professional, a psychologist. But if you are unhappy and you are looking for a way to change this in your life and to create a rippling positive effect in all areas of your life, then of course, I would definitely suggest a coach. And this is something I'm really passionate about, being a coach, because I have seen for myself how this can change your life. Like me in the beginning, I was one of those, if I am not feeling good, what I would do, either call my friend and ask her to have dinner with me, or I like going on vacations. I would go on a vacation. I would invest my money in a vacation. Because of COVID, I couldn't go anywhere. So I ended up investing my money elsewhere. And the first time I spoke to a coach, I really had no idea what this was or how it could ever benefit me, because I'm a planner, I'm a logical thinker. I should be able to put anything I want to on paper and then action it and do it. But having someone guide you, hold space for you, is completely different to trying to do it on your own. And especially someone who can work with your mindset and your beliefs and your self-worth and your emotions, because your emotions and your mental energy and health is what really drives your life and your reality. So the last thing I would tell you is to look at where you are investing your time. And if you find as soon as that moment is over, as soon as that shared time is over, you go back to feeling the exact same way, or in a couple of weeks, you're back to square one, I would definitely suggest you invest in coaching, even if it means instead of going on a vacation, you book a coaching call. Believe me, you're not going to regret it. And I actually offer my first coaching call for free. I call it my emotional breakthrough session because I guarantee you, you are going to get a breakthrough. Okay, so if you are unhappy, please know that it's okay to feel this way. Know that it is okay to honor it, to look at it as some sort of intelligence here to tell you something. It is okay to process it. It is okay to identify who in your life is contributing to this, or the situations that are contributing to it. It is okay to identify who is your support system. Well, we know that is okay. So identify who is your support system, and also look at what are the things you're currently doing to help you through this unhappiness, and what it is you can do differently. And know that when we wash over things and we say, okay, we're just gonna, will pass in 5 days, it may pass. But if you don't deal with it emotionally and mentally, it is still recorded in your body, and it is still affecting your reality and the way in which you do things. And that is something that we don't realize. Waiting for things to blow over may mean the actual situation and physicality has moved. But if you haven't processed that in your body, it is going to show up somewhere in the future without you even knowing it is related to something that you did not treat with 2 years ago, 20 years ago. So I do encourage you, if you're unhappy, to do what is right for you, whether it is you need to see a psychologist or if you need a coach, know that I'm here. I hope you enjoy this podcast. I invite you to follow me on YouTube and to book a free emotional breakthrough session with me, and to like and subscribe to get more of my content. This is Sreshtha Tewari for my Life and Understanding podcast, and I will see you all again next week. Bye.